Welcome back to Crime Chronicles. The United Kingdom has produced a number of legendary hardmen, individuals renowned for their toughness, fighting prowess, and often their involvement in criminal activities. These figures have become cultural icons, their stories retold in books, films, and popular lore. Stay tuned as we explore the lives and legacies of 5 of the most legendary hardmen in the UK. Lenny McLean, better known as the Guv'nor, is perhaps the most famous hardman in UK history. Born on April the 9th of 1949 in Hoxton, London, McLean grew up in a tough environment that shaped his future as a formidable fighter. His early life was marked by violence and crime, often getting into fights and spending time in juvenile detention centres. McLean's path to infamy began in the world of unlicensed boxing and bare-knuckle fighting. He quickly earned a reputation for his incredible strength, endurance, and ability to take and deliver punishing blows. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing over 250 pounds, McLean was an intimidating presence. His fighting career was characterized by numerous battles, both in organized and street fights, where he often emerged victorious. One of the most notable aspects of McLean's career was his rivalry with Roy Shaw, another legendary hardman. Their series of fights in the late 1970s were brutal and closely contested, with each fighter securing a win before McLean claimed the decisive victory in their third bout. These encounters solidified McLean's reputation and added to his legendary status. Beyond the ring, McLean's life was equally tumultuous. He had numerous run-ins with the law, often linked to his work as a debt collector and enforcer. Despite this, McLean managed to transition into acting, where he played roles that leveraged his tough guy persona, most notably in the film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. McLean's life and exploits have been immortalized in autobiographies, documentaries and films, ensuring that his legacy as one of the UK's toughest men endures. He passed away in 1998, but his status as the Guv'nor remains unchallenged. Roy Pretty Boy Shaw was born on March 11th of 1936 in Stepney in London. His early years were spent in the East End, a notoriously tough area where he quickly learned to defend himself. Shaw's life took a criminal turn early on, leading to numerous arrests and lengthy prison sentences. It was during his time in prison that Shaw honed his fighting skills, engaging in frequent and brutal confrontations with other inmates. Shaw's transition into unlicensed boxing was a natural fit given his background. His fighting style was characterized by relentless aggression and a willingness to endure pain to achieve victory. Shaw's good looks earned him the nickname Pretty Boy, which contrasted sharply with his ferocious demeanor in the ring. The rivalry with Lenny McLean was a significant chapter in Shaw's life. Their first fight saw Shaw emerge victorious, but McLean won the subsequent rematch. The third fight between the two was a definitive battle, with McLean securing a hard-fought victory. Despite this, Shaw's reputation as a hardman was cemented, and he continued to be a prominent figure in the unlicensed boxing scene. Shaw also ventured into acting and writing, sharing his life story in the autobiography Pretty Boy. His life, marked by violence, prison, and fighting, has been depicted in various media, further enhancing his legendary status. Shaw passed away in 2012, but his legacy as one of the UK's most formidable hardmen lives on. Charles Bronson, born Michael Gordon Peterson on December 6th of 1952, is one of the most notorious and infamous hardmen in the UK. Unlike McLean and Shaw, Bronson's reputation was built primarily within the prison system, rather than the unlicensed boxing world. His life has been a continuous cycle of incarceration and violence, making him one of Britain's most feared and famous prisoners. Bronson's early life in Luton was marked by petty crime, but his propensity for violence quickly escalated. His first significant prison sentence in 1974 for armed robbery set the stage for a life behind bars. While in prison, Bronson's behaviour was characterised by extreme violence, including numerous assaults on prison staff and fellow inmates, as well as several high-profile hostage situations. Despite his violent tendencies, Bronson has a complex personality, often expressing himself through art and writing. His drawings and writings offer a glimpse into his mind and have garnered significant attention. The film Bronson, starring Tom Hardy, depicted his life and added to his notoriety. Bronson's life story is a stark reminder of the brutal reality of life within the UK prison system. His legend as a hard man is not built on victories in the ring, but on his relentless defiance and fearsome reputation as one of the most dangerous men in British penal history. Dave Courtney is a former gangster turned author and actor, known for his colourful personality and tales of his criminal past. Born on February 17th of 1959 in Bermondsey, London, Courtney's life has been a blend of criminal activities, public speaking, and media appearances, making him one of the most well-known hard men of recent times. Courtney's criminal career is said to have involved debt collection, security work, and various other illicit enterprises. Courtney has authored several books detailing his life and experiences in the criminal underworld, often blurring the lines between fact and fiction. His public persona is a mix of charm and menace, which he has leveraged into a career as a media personality. He has appeared in numerous documentaries and films, often playing roles that capitalise on his reputation as a hard man. Despite many of his claims being disputed, Courtney's ability to maintain a high profile and his contributions to the narrative of the British hard man were entertaining at the very least. Courtney passed away in October of 2023. Jimmy Bole is a former Scottish gangster who transformed his life from one of crime and violence to that of an artist and writer. Born in 1944 in Glasgow, Bole's early life was steeped in violence and criminal activity, which led to his becoming one of Scotland's most feared figures. Bole's criminal career included armed robbery and violent assaults, which eventually led to a life sentence for murder. It was during this time in prison that Bole underwent a significant transformation. Through art and writing, he found a way to express himself and escape the cycle of violence that had defined his early years. Bole's autobiography, A Sense of Freedom, details his journey from a life of crime to one of redemption. His story is unique among the legendary hardmen of the UK, in that it's a tale of transformation and personal growth. Bole's work as an artist and writer has been widely recognised, and he has become a symbol of the potential for change, even for those with the most violent pasts. The lives of Lenny McLean, Roy Shaw, Charles Bronson, Dave Courtney and Jimmy Bole offer a fascinating glimpse into the world of UK's most legendary hardmen. Each of these men has left an indelible mark on British cultural history, their stories of violence, resilience and transformation captivating the public imagination. Lenny McLean's dominance in unlicensed boxing, Roy Shaw's relentless fighting spirit, Charles Bronson's notorious prison escapades, Dave Courtney's charismatic storytelling, and Jimmy Bole's remarkable transformation all contribute to a rich tapestry of tales about what it means to be a hard man in the UK. These figures are more than just tough guys. They are complex individuals whose lives reflect the harsh realities of the environments they navigated and the extraordinary lengths they went to in order to survive and thrive. Thank you for joining us today on Crime Chronicles. We'd love to see who you think would make the top 5 UK hardman list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends.